This is Sach with Posh Pooch Designs, and this is our live video chat. I'm so excited that Facebook has done this for us. Today we're going to be talking about different ways that yarn is packaged. What's the difference between a skein, a ball, a hank, or even a cake? And then we're also going to talk about some new products and some new videos. This week on our videos, as you can see Rosie Bell here, we're going to be showing you, good morning, we're going to be showing you how to make this cute little dog collar on one of our videos this week, and we'll let her go sit down. There we go. Let's give her a cookie. There we go. And then we're also going to be showing you, I stepped out of camera for a second. One of our videos this week is going to be the ruffled headband, and that'll be coming up this week also. What we're trying to do is our goal was to do one video a week, but I've had so many requests. So what I'm trying to do is do something dog related and something not dog related once a week. That won't always happen, but that's kind of our goal for now with our patterns on our blog. Welcome. All right, let me set her head down. And then the video we released yesterday in our brand new pattern is our brand new shawl. And this is an open weave lacy shawl. And we called that, set that back straight there. We called it our watercolor forest shawl because the colors are so pretty. And you can find that on my blog as well. It's a free pattern. And so let's get started with our conversation. Everybody have their coffee? Cups up. Let me hear you. Comment on there. Clink if you got your coffee. Clink. All right. Now, we're going to talk about yarn today. And yarn comes in many different ways. And if you get a yarn like this is from Hobby Lobby. It's called a skein or a skein, however you want to pronounce it. And it's a tube. And people always say, how do I find the center? One side will be wrapped in the paper, and that's the outside. The other side will be your center pole. That's a skein, and this is my preferred way of buying yarn. Okay, another way to get yarn is like this, and some people call these a skein, but actually this is a ball, because when you take the paper off, it sort of becomes a ball. So they call this a ball. Okay, and the same thing, the way Red Heart packages theirs, is one side will be the outside, and the other side, you may have to fish for it a little bit, but that will be your pole from your center pole. So that's a skein and a ball. Now this is what people normally think a ball, when you roll up your yarn in a ball. But actually, like we said, this is a ball. And the next thing, how about a cake? All right. What I do is I'll unroll my yarn. I don't do it from the beginning because I like to use them in their normal form until they get about halfway. But then when they get about halfway and they start getting stringy and hooky and, you know, hard to deal with, I'll roll them on my winder. And what you'll get is a cake. So we've got a skein. We've got balls, we got a regular yarn ball, and we got a cake. The last thing I want to talk to you about the yarn part of our video is what we call a hank. And I've got some here that I got. These are Cascade yarns that I got. And people ask me all the time, how in the world do I work with this without getting it all tangled? And tangling is annoying. It is. Okay, so what I do, let me grab my scissors out of the drawer over here. What I do first is I take off the wrapper because it's usually just wrapped around the end. And if you'll notice, this part is popped in the bottom part. So you'll pull that out. Okay, and it unwinds just like this. Now you'll find, just like this, that there are a few strings that hold the shank. It is a hank. I'm getting skein and shank together. Okay. You'll find there's going to be a couple of strings, and you'll want to use your scissors and just gently cut those because you don't want to cut your yarn. Now, how do I wind this without having one of those swifts? Well, I have a solution for you. What I do is I take it like this, make sure it's open, all the strings are cut, and I hang it on the edge of a chair, just like this. And then I gently unwind it, and I use my yarn ball winder and wind it into a cake. Now, if you don't have a yarn ball winder, that's totally fine. Just gently undo it and wind it into a ball. Make sure when you're winding it into a ball or winding it onto a cake that you don't pull it tight. You want to do it nice and gentle. Because especially some of these ones that have bumps or lots of things in it, you don't want to stretch that yarn too tight. You just want to gently wind it into a ball or gently wind it onto your skein winder. This was a gift from somebody. I didn't have to buy mine, but you can get them online at Amazon, and you can get them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's and stuff. So that's how you deal with these. They're really easy to get into knots. They're really easy to be frustrated with. Don't let it frustrate you. Just take it slow and use that chair. Or if you have a friend with you, make them hold their hands out so you can unwind it around and around. I have a friend with me right now. I'm really hoping that Facebook will let us continue to do these live chats because they're so much fun, and it gives you a chance to see who I am. Sara Sach of Posh Pooch Designs. I did have one other question, and all this yarn everywhere, and that is, do I spend all my day up here in my yarn room? Well, I really don't. I spend part of my time up here. Of course, this is where all my yarn is, and a lot of the designing happens up here. But most of the time, when it comes to writing out patterns, editing videos, editing photos, editing patterns, I have a small office downstairs off my kitchen that I do all that on my computer. And the reason it's divided is because my yarn shop, or my yarn studio, craft room, my husband calls it the yarn room, is on the second floor of the house. And our internet is in the basement. And I don't always get good internet upstairs. So, my silly dogs are going crazy over there. Come here. Come here, Rosie. Come here. You want to say hello again? Here she is. Now remember, this is one of our videos for this week. And here I made one in a red, white, and blue. Isn't that fun? And these are free. And do take a minute and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can find that link on my Facebook page, or I'll post it here as well. And I always post my live video chats on on YouTube, so that you can see it there too, in case you missed it. Now it'll be if you don't get to it today, Rosie, say hello. She just wants to get kisses. Looks like we got a lot of people coming in. I'm so glad to see you all. Now, if you're just now seeing the video, go ahead and go back and watch the beginning where we talked about the yarn. And what's the difference between a ball and a cake? Cake tastes better. Just kidding. Don't eat your yarn. Yarn is not food. Even though we live on yarn, it's not food. Okay, so we talked about all kinds of yarn and how to make sure you don't get frustrated with a yarn hank. And we talked about our new videos. And we talked about our video from this week. So I hope that you'll, couple of things. Take a minute and like my Facebook page. Then go over to where I have all my links. Go subscribe to my blog. You'll never miss one of my free patterns if you go subscribe to my blog. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll never miss a video. And I have to tell you, I'm pretty crazy. I'm not the typical professional, soft-spoken, easy to listen to video. I like to have fun. And I want my videos to be fun. I'm not going to edit out when my dogs are silly. I'm not going to edit out when I make a mistake unless it's really bad. So what I want you to do is go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's brand new and I'm having so much fun with it. I really am. We're going through, and all of my patterns that are in my blogs that are free, and these are also all free on Ravelry. I'm going through, retesting, having a couple people read through it, make sure it makes sense, because some of these are 7 or 8 years old, and they haven't been tested since I originally wrote them. So, and then we're looking for questions that people had about the patterns. We're making, you know, new test items. And then we're going through, some of them we're doing the whole pattern. Some of them we're just answering the questions. And they're all there for you to help you. So, remember to laugh today and have some fun and crochet. That's all I have for you today. I really don't like to make my videos really, really long because I don't know about you, but if a video is more than 15 minutes, I'm probably not going to watch the whole thing. So I'm trying to keep them short. The last recap, we talked all about kinds of yarn. We talked about the new videos and the new crochet patterns. And we talked about the giveaway. Now don't forget, post on this here comments on this video. And go to Ravelry, and I'll put the link. And look at her patterns. And she's going to let you choose any 2 if your name's drawn. Now the drawing for the name is done randomly. Last week I let my granddaughter just pick. That's so fun. Okay, it's done randomly, and then you'll get a message from me if you win saying go to Ravelry and pick 2 patterns, and then we'll have them sent to you through a gift on Ravelry. So thanks for coming into my yarn studio today and putting up with my silliness. Make sure you finish that cup of coffee, and I'll see you next week at 9:30 right here.